Hello and welcome to an RC. Terry here. Look what we've got for you today. This is my Christmas present and I ordered it on Boxing Day. I was very spoiled by my family. I love them very much, they're fantastic, and they contributed to this gift. So it was out of stock at Model Sport, but as always they shipped it as soon as it became in stock and it arrived today. So it's a quick unboxing video just to go through some bits and pieces. Now I appreciate there are lots of these online already, so this is nothing new, but this is just a video to tell you why I've bought it and what's going to be coming, and some also about some goodies that are going to be attached to it as well. So let's get into this. So why have I gone through and bought this? Well, as you're aware, I've got my TRX4, which I love, fantastic truck. But I wanted something with a 313 wheelbase, really, so I could have many options with body shells. For those that don't know, the TRX4 has got a larger wheelbase. Exactly what it is, I can't remember. But it means body options are limited. Dropping everything. So in here, this bag, which is bag plastic 3, you've got the battery tray by the looks of it, I believe, and the kind of receiver box and the running boards as well, receiver box cover, all good bits and pieces, drive shaft, I believe, yeah, plastic drive shaft links, and then the body shell, power body posts. The important thing to say about this kit is, if you don't already know, is that it's got, well, it's a raw builder's kit in that it's got different link sizes, so you can have different wheelbases, which is really quite good. So those wheelbases range from, let's get this right, 11.4 to 12 to 12.3. Now again, the reason why I bought this was because I wanted some better options with bodies, because I've just recently finished my MC6 kit and I've got the bug for detailing and building and bits and pieces. So this gives me options to have many different body shells over the years, paint them, mess around with them, and in a sense, a new body shell means a new truck, right? Pretty much. That's the way it feels to me anyway. So this is the next bag, which doesn't really have a name, but let's have a look. See what's in here. Should have got my knife. Amateur. Okay, so what have we got in here? Lots of goodies. So we have the drive shaft collars in there, the wheel hexes, some body posts, the gearbox and all the associated bearings and the clutch. Fantastic. These are all the gearbox parts, so the housing, the part of the shock towers as well. As far as I can tell, I'm sure people will correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but this kit, it gives you pretty much everything that the standard kit gives you, except for the wheels, tyres and body shell. As I understand it, that's how it is. This has got the added bonus in that it's got more links on it as well, because obviously you can do the different wheelbases, so the standard kit hasn't got that. It's just 313 millimeters, and that's what you've got, which is absolutely fine. But having those different link sizes really does open up the options for different body shells, which is, I think, Axel have really hit on something there. It's a really clever move by them, and well, it's me and I bought it, so you know, there we go, Axel. Thank you very much. So the next bag, lots in this one. What have we got here? So shock springs and shock oil. It's 30 weight oil they actually give you. All of the links, there are lots and lots of them in bag B. So those are the links that you use to, depending upon which one you use, will depend upon how long your wheelbase is. These are all the bearings. Some open bearings in there as well. I assume they must be for the gearbox, and some grease, although I've got my own grease. Some Loctite by the look of it. Loctite is Andrew's friend. Ask him all about that in his video. And in here we have, let's get this bag open. We have the axles, pumpkin covers as well, and all the little bits associated with the links, and a pair of horns as well, steering hubs. I'm not going to go through everything, as I say, because you know people have unboxed this many times on the internet, so I don't want to kind of go over old ground and bore everybody. It's just really just a quick go through, as for me really, to see what I've got. I did assist Andrew when he got his. We built it in a day actually, pretty much, when I rolled in chassis. So I should get him to help me build mine really, shouldn't I? I'm sure he won't. But these axles are a talking point for Andrew and I, because he bought, when he got his kit, he bought from Boom Racing, I think it was Boom Racing, metal axles with fancy pumpkins on them, and they are seriously trick and they're very heavy. Now, as much as they look good, I'm not convinced about the effects in terms of crawling. Now, we can't do any rock crawling because we don't have any rocks anywhere near us, so it's all just mud and hills and things and tree roots. But I understand the point, the concept of having weight down low, but I'm not so certain how much of a benefit that is. Now, on his MC8 he's got metal axles, and on my MC6 I've got plastic axles. Now, so far on the 2 or 3 ones we've done, I've seen no difference, nothing that would make a difference anyway. But it's slightly unfair because there's quite a big difference between the two trucks. So I've always been keen to get an SCX10.2 to see whether it does make a difference. So we can tell, and we will do some testing, and there will be, as always, there's fantastic competition between Andrew and I. I mean, he's already started on the phone, WhatsApp, jibing, and he's already jealous. He was pretending he wasn't jealous, but he's already jealous. New truck feeling, you know, unboxing is amazing. So we're going to do some testing. Now, that will depend upon some other variables, because we've got different tyres and different, possibly different body shells. Getting on to that point of body shells, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. There's a few options. I would like a Cherokee G, so the standard kit that the standard shell that you get, but I want the hard shell one that you can get from China at a much reduced cost, and paint it a funky colour. I'm not going to say what yet, so that's an option. The other option is going to be the Killer Body Warrior, but I wanted it in red and it's now sold out everywhere. And the other option is an RC four-wheel drive Chevy Blazer, the pre-painted one. It's quite an expensive kit, but body shell, but there's no tinkering with it really, and that appeals after having just completed the MC6. Putting this together is going to be enough, although I'm looking forward to it. But as you see, and again I reiterate the point that you can have different wheelbase lengths. The RC four-wheel drive Chevy Blazer, the body shell is set up for an 11.3 inch wheelbase. Now this is 11.4. So I've emailed Martin at RC Bits to see what he thinks, to see if anyone else has put that body shell on that chassis. This chassis. Now I have got a birthday coming up very soon, lucky me, and I have asked for some money, so we'll see. I don't know yet. I'm still a bit full of adrenaline, so I'll need to have a think on it and calm for a little while. Anyway, I'm quite impressed that you get all these stickers. Now I assume these are, these must be the same stickers that come with the normal kit. So again, this seems like a really good deal to me, because alright, you don't get the body shell and you don't get the wheels, but I've got so many different wheels and metal bead locks and bits and pieces, so it's not necessary. So I think this is a really good buy. So it was £189.99, which I think is a bit of a bargain for what you get. And this is a proven truck. Andrew's truck recently has started to perform better than my TRX4, and that's the first time ever since he's had it, and he's rather smug about it. So I'm letting him have that win at the moment. His truck is pretty well sorted, I have to say. So let's see if I can sort mine so it's even better. The manual, same as obviously the other SCX10 kits. Very good, because I've used this and as I helped Andrew build his, so it shouldn't be too bad. Very, very clear instructions. It'd be interesting to see how it is compared to the MC6, really, in terms of how I get on with the build, because this will be my second kit build, and I've got the bug. But I won't be doing a build video where you watch me do it, because that will take forever, and yeah, I haven't got the time really to do that. But what I will do is, like the MC6 build series, I will do a bit and then review it, see how it goes, give you my thoughts, see how I get on. I will do that, and hopefully, you know, people will find it useful. If I have any problems, things I come up against, I will go through it. Again, I'm pretty much a novice in regard to doing this kind of thing, so learning as I go. I made some mistakes with the MC6, and I'm sure I will make some mistakes with this. Hopefully not too bad, but I'm very excited about it. So another build video for the channel, and of course the build video is going to involve talking about the shell as well, and what I do. Do I get a clear body shell and paint it? Not sure. Anyway, the next part of this video, which is very, very important, and I gave you a sneaky peek. Actually, before we get onto that, the radio gear I'm using will be the receiver is a Spectrum SR415 4-channel receiver, because I've got a Spectrum DX5C radio, which I really like. I use that in my MC6. In here, XE-Run, Schumacher XE-Run, don't know if XE-Run, if I've said that properly, forgive me if I haven't. We have, oh, that's upside down. That will drive Andrew's OCD mad, that will. Sorry, Andrew. I'm not going to cut it out, there we go. That's just for you, my friend. We have the XE-Run brushless electronic speed controller, a 60 amp. And we also have the XE-Run censored brushless motor, and it is the 800 kV motor. So this is what's going to be used in this truck. Now, up until now, I've only used the Hobbywing 1080 ESC, which I felt is perfectly adequate, perfectly fine, but why not have something that's a little bit better, in theory anyway. The reason for this truck, Andrew thinks it's just for competition purposes. It's not at all, although he, despite me telling him on many occasions, I can't get this out of the box, there's an immediate fail. There we go. It's not competition. For one, it's for different body shells, and it's a cheaper way for me to try and get a new truck feeling, if you like. And also having another truck, if the TRX is not working, or you know something's wrong with it, I've got another backup as a crawler, because I absolutely love the hobby and I don't want anything to spoil me going out. But also it's a test bed. This truck for me is going to be a truck I fettle with. I don't like fettling with my TRX4 because it's not really made for fettling, in my opinion. It's set up, it works pretty well. I'm just going to leave it be. Whereas with this, it's going to be fettled all the time. I'm going to mess around with it, and different body shells, this and that, and bits and pieces. In actual fact, I don't actually know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. That's how much of a kind of test bed it feels. So I'm going to kind of splash out at some point on some Proline shocks. They're supposed to be fantastic, so we'll do that. Just, you know, test them. And again, the third point is to put it up against Andrew and hopefully beat his truck and wind him up a little bit. Because, you know, what's the point of having friends if you can't wind them up on the occasion, or just, you know, tease them a little bit. So back to this ESC. I don't know a ton about it. I haven't done lots of research. I'm not Mr. Techie, but surely it's got to be good, right? I mean, shiny, shiny. It is a brushless system. and I was concerned the fact that it's 1800 kV speed wise, because obviously you want to crawler, although we can, you know, dumb the speed down with the, or dull the speed down with the ESC and also my radio system. When I spoke to Axial, they were very, very good about, and they came back to me very quickly and said that the standard pinion should be fine, but I can change the gearing. And they said, you know, come and speak to us if you feel you need to. So fantastic customer service, Axial, thank you very much. So yeah, this, as I understand it, you can have a Bluetooth link via your phone and an app to this ESC so that you can change it in the field. That's something I really, really like the idea of. This factor of plugging it into a laptop, you know, running it here and there, I want to be able to do it in the field. How good that's going to be, I may be eating my own words, possibly. The reviews I've seen of this, it looks like it's pretty good. I like the way that it connects. I mean, that's just pretty damn snazzy. So yeah, I don't know the ins and the outs. There'll be reviews online about this with all the techie people that know what they're talking about, can tell you the wins about it. But really for me, it's going to be putting it in the truck, seeing how good it is for real, fettling with it, messing with it, trying to get this truck to run really nice and smooth, like a real truck can. So, you know, that scale look. And just toys, you know, it's just good fun. I want to try something different rather than the usual 45 turn, 35 turn, 20 turn motor. I think it's 21 that's in TRX4. But yeah, something different, something to play with, fiddling, because this is what this hobby's all about. Spending lots of money that you don't have, and trying not to upset the wife, and having fun. So just quickly looking at this, you've got, these are all numbered or labelled A, B and C, and they then solder onto the corresponding connectors on the ESC. I also asked them to supply with it with an XT60 connector. So I'm really keen to find out what this is like. I bought this some time ago and it's been sitting in my cupboard. I've been itching to get it out and kind of look at it and play with it. But I left it alone and you know, kept with the MC6. But now that's finished, we can go on to the build. So please keep an eye on the channel, stay tuned with us. I hope you like this video and I hope you like the MC6 build series. This one's going to be very much the same. This truck as well is going to evolve, so it's going to keep on changing. There's going to be lots of cool things with it, lots of competition and feisty arguments with Andrew, so that's going to be good fun. So try and wind him up as much as I can, because that's what we're all about. And you know, let's have some fun into the bargain. Everything's too serious these days, so I'm looking forward to getting this out on the trail and enjoying it throughout the summer. Hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. If you've got any kind of information, or if anyone has actually put the Chevy Blazer, the RC four-wheel drive Chevy Blazer body on the SCX10 and wishes to give me some fantastic words of wisdom and some advice, then please do so. Up until then, please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and keep an eye out for future videos coming up very soon. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.